I mean, like, think about it too. Goliath's whole family were giants. I mean, his brother, guy with 6 fingers and 6 toes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's a
yeah.
genetic marker. I mean, that's a bloodline. So why is it that in the Bible, it's in the Bible and nobody talks about it?
Well, because it's kind of spooky to think that something comes from out of the sky and could, you know, take you and do things with you. What do you mean we're not the supreme entity walking the earth? We are man, and so that's why I think, and I think lots of people, lots of pastors, God bless them, they're stewarding the flock. They don't have the lens to look at this kind of stuff, because it sparks all kinds of wild things. Read your Bible, don't read anything else. Well, this is in my Bible. I talked to a pastor who doesn't understand the importance of this, and it's like, hey, listen, there's a genetic war going on all around us, and we need to be aware of that. We need to stay who we are. Interesting fact. They say that this. Okay, so I have a history book that talks about the mound builders who were here 400 years before the Native Americans. It also says that I have a news article after news article that when they were plowing all over the Mississippi Valley, they would hit these mounds and they'd dig up these mounds and they'd have huge skeletons in them. And I mean huge. They found one in a full suit of armor, that was made out of copper, that was still sharp, and it matched the description of Goliath's armor. So you got all this stuff. So this is why you would see the old Native Americans, whenever they greeted each other, they'd raise their hand up. They want to see,
They're
you got
like,
six
check it.
fingers? Yeah. Yeah, let me
Make sure
see.
you ain't
Are
no
you,
friggin' giant
yeah.
redhead
Are you,
Nephilim.
because they'd eat them. The giants, in different literature, were never satisfied, and they would eat all the livestock. They started eating people. That's part of the reason that the flood came, is because they were eating they wouldn't eat like vegetables. They wanted flesh. They wanted to feast upon flesh. And there's stories of archaeology finds where human bones are scattered across miles, where like something big was snacking on somebody as they were going. Wild, wild stuff. I've researched this stuff for years, podcasts and different lists, and we can get you resources and all that kind of stuff if you guys want to dig into it. But there is a whole group of giants, not only on this continent. I believe, what is it here? Caesar, one of the Caesars, he had a giant that he was 9'5", and he liked to watch it eat people. They'd feed it people. And so
Caesar,
there's,
one of the Caesars, had a
yeah.
giant.
Now I'm gonna jump in our notes here. Where were we? We're gonna jump down. Let's see. We're gonna skip that one. We'll skip the scene and the spirit and the remote viewing. Um,
Well, we don't need to. We don't
section
need to skip
section
that.
section 4: dragons and unicorns and creatures of the Bible. Let's skip that one. And where is it? Is it section 2? Where are we? No, where is it? I had a whole section of the giants, and it even listed Caesar's name and who the giant was that he had,
Where and who wrote
and
this?
there's statues of giants. Oh, it's part of Roman history. You can look it up. You can look it up right now.